The gray man stood up. Not slowly. Not clumsily like a body shifting that's lifeless. He stood with perfect mechanical precision, as if invisible strings had lifted him from the chair. His knees locked, his back straightened, his head tilted slightly upward. Greg and I froze halfway to the door. The blue disc embedded in the gray man's chest spun faster now, emitting a thin mechanical vibration through the floorboards. The faint glow illuminated his gray skin from beneath, casting an eerie halo under the fabric of his torn shirt. The voice came again. Selection. Beginning. Greg whispered, "Tell me that's a recording." I didn't answer, because the gray man's eyes just moved, not blinking, moving. They shifted slowly until they fixed directly on us, on me. My pulse thudded in my ears. Greg lifted his radio. "Dispatch, this is Unit 42, we've gotta..." The radio shrieked with static, then silence. Greg smacked it once. "Seriously?" The blue disc pulsed brighter. Every metal object on the floor trembled slightly. Then something new happened. They lifted. Not all at once, not dramatically. Just a few millimeters off the floor. Coins hovered, screws rose, paper clips floated like tiny satellites suspended in an invisible field. Greg stared in disbelief. "Okay," he muttered. "I'm officially beyond confused." The voice spoke again. Environmental stability achieved. The gray man took a step. The movement was stiff, mechanical, but unmistakably deliberate. Wood creaked beneath his shoe. Greg grabbed my sleeve. "He's walking." "Yeah," I said quietly. I noticed. Another step. The floating metal pieces shifted with him, orbiting slowly like debris caught in gravity. Then the gray man stopped 3 feet inside the circle and tilted his head. Observer classification incomplete. Greg leaned slightly toward me. "What does that mean?" "No idea." The gray man's gaze shifted between us. His pupils were completely dilated, black pools reflecting the blue glow. Then the voice changed, still mechanical but clearer. "2 biological candidates detected." Greg whispered. "Candidates for what?" The gray man lifted his hand. The hovering metal objects instantly aligned into thin streams, pointing toward his chest like metallic arrows. Evaluation sequence initiating. The blue disc brightened again. Greg took a slow step backward. "Listen," he said quietly. "I vote we leave." "Won't argue that." We both turned toward the door, but it slammed shut hard. The sound cracked through the room like a gunshot. Greg spun around. "Oh, come on!" I grabbed the handle, locked. Greg tried the deadbolt, stuck. Behind us, the gray man took another step. The floating metal pieces rotated slowly around him now, forming circular rings. The voice continued. "Observer 1, vital signs elevated." Greg glanced at me. "You're Observer 1. Why me? You're standing closer." I looked back. The gray man was staring directly at my chest. The disc pulsed. Something tugged at my belt, my badge. It lifted off my uniform slightly before snapping back against my chest. Greg exhaled sharply. "Okay, that thing definitely likes metal." The voice spoke again. "Observer 1, electromagnetic compatibility, moderate." "Moderate?" Greg said. "Is that good?" I shrugged slightly. "I'd rather it say none." The gray man's head turned toward Greg. "Observer 2, electromagnetic compatibility." "Higher!" Greg blinked. "Wait, what?" The blue disc pulsed rapidly. The floating object shifted direction toward Greg. Greg held up his hands. "Nope,